Hi everyone, and welcome back to your Real Conversation video lesson with me, your teacher Chris. And today we're going to do something that we've never done before. We're actually going to continue on the same subject as our last video. Our last video we worked on some interview questions, and I want to continue with that because interviews are more than just 5 questions. There's lots and lots of different questions. So practicing these types of things is very good for you in general because one, these types of questions help you think of answers quickly. And that's something you really want to improve on, is your ability to answer questions quickly, to think on your feet, to use the questions and bring along the same subject. So let's continue with these topics. Now, I hope you like the new camera angle because it feels like I'm talking towards the ground now, but we'll go with it because people seem to like it. Now, welcome here if you are a new student. Think about subscribing because it's free and I have lessons every single day. Share these videos with your friends in your groups and on WhatsApp and on Facebook and help them come and practice their English. I appreciate it every time you bring one of your friends over to my channel so that they can study with me. Now, I'm going to try not to talk really fast today because I'm in a good mood, so I need to remember to slow down and make sure that everything is much easier and clear for you. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you the question and give you some time to answer it. Then at the end, I will give you my answers. And these are just guidelines. They're not perfect answers. These are an example of how you could answer it. Now, I haven't read these questions yet. I know what the topic is, but I didn't actually plan out an answer. So these are going to be natural answers as well. Let's get started. Question number 1. How successful have you been so far? Interesting. That sounds amazing. Now here's the thing. Your answers and the way you answer should start to change based on the attitude, on the facial expressions, on the energy that the interviewer is giving you. So if you answer a question and it doesn't feel like they like that answer, change tact. Try a different approach in your next answer and see if you can get them to engage you more. A successful interview is one in which you answer the questions well, but you also engage with the interviewer. Now, in the last video, I was passive. I was trying to have very few facial tics or showing you expressions and giving you confirmation because that's what the other lessons are for. Therefore, confirming your ability to make you feel good. Say, yes, good job. But here, interviewers don't do that. You must sell yourself. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start being more engaging to you. I'm going to start giving you more verbal and non-verbal cues and feedback to help you create more dynamic answers, okay? So watch my face. If it seems like I'm getting excited, stay on that same idea for the next question, okay? Here we go. Why do you want to work for this company? That's interesting. What high school did you attend? Really? I went to the same school. What year did you graduate? I'm much older than you, so I graduated first. Huh, that's great. Is Miss Williams still a teacher there? She's so old now. Are you married? Can you tell me about your family? That's great. I bet they're excited about you changing jobs and coming here to work. Why did you leave your last job? Huh. I can't blame you. You got to get out of situations like that. So, with that in mind, what are your long-range career objectives? It sounds like you've got kind of a plan. So, what do you like about the future? What do you want to do in the future? That's a good goal. You have a family to think about. You have to focus on them, and that's a good plan. So what do you do in your free time? Huh. That's great. I do the same thing. How did you get started? I live next to my friend, and he's the one who got me interested in that too. That's awesome. Okay, so let's try and wrap up this interview. So, are you qualified for this position? It's one of those formal questions I have to ask, and after talking to you for this long time here, I get the feeling that you're in line with the type of person that we want to work here at our company. So, how well do you work with the people around you? That's a good answer. I respect that. Now, here's the last question. What is a good working environment for you? I have some of those things that I value too. I think they're important. I gotta be honest with you. I like your answers. You did really good. My secretary is going to be in contact with you, but I like where this went today, and I think you did a really good job. And it's nice. Most of my interviews are really boring, and the people give one word answer, and then it's just silence. And it's nice to meet someone who can answer the questions and paint a better picture of who they are. So you did great today, and we'll be in touch. Good job. Now I'm gonna give you my answers. Feels weird being like an actor, but I hope this helps you. Number one, how successful have you been so far? I would like to say that I'm successful, but the thing is I expect more from my life. And while I am experiencing some successes in my life, I don't view myself as completely successful. I just keep moving the bar higher for what I want to achieve. Why do you want to work for this company? There are lots of jobs out there, but the thing that I'm looking for the most is a career path, is an opportunity to use my skills and my passions in a place that lets me go forward, lets me utilize all of my skills, and there's actually forward momentum. There's a chance for promotion into more challenging positions. So this company is a very good match for my goals and how I live my life. What high school did you attend? I went to White Oak High School, and it's a fairly large high school. Oh, you went there too? Wow. Oh, I graduated 3 years ago. So you were there. Yeah, Miss Williams, she is still there. She's got to be like 90 years old. Yeah, it's a great school though. Are you married? Can you tell me about your family? Yes, I am married, and I've been married for 4 years, and I have a beautiful daughter. And right now my wife is studying in university while I work here, and she is going to be graduating in 2 years, and we are going to be able to live together as a family full time. Right now my daughter lives with her because I think it's very important that she grows up in an environment around her mother, and her family, her grandparents are there too. And it's much safer there. It's good all around. It's difficult for me being apart from them, but it gives me something very real to work forward to. It gives me energy. It gives me that spark that keeps my fire going. Why did you leave your last job? Sometimes the things that we thought were true about where we worked just don't pan out. Now, I'm not a short-term type of person where I like to do 1 year and then move on to a different job. I'm someone who likes a stable career. I like to stay somewhere for a long time and develop relationships. And unfortunately, at my last position, it just seemed like everyone else was leaving constantly, and the relationships that I would try to build would fall apart. And people had this me first attitude, which is difficult for me because I grew up in a community where everyone helps everyone and everyone works for the benefit of other people too. So coming into that environment and trying to bring some of who I am to work and try and incorporate them into my life as part of my family, it just doesn't work well. And it ended up being not exactly the best environment for something like that. What are your long-range career objectives? Long range, I want to provide something that is extremely stable for my family because they are a priority for me. Having a career that gives me upward mobility and allows me to use my skills and my creativity to its best is something that is really, really important too. So my long-range goals are to continue to take care of my family and give them more than I ever could have, and also utilize my skills to be the best person that I can be. Because when I'm satisfied and I'm happy working, I actually become a better person. I learn more things. So that's my long-term goal for this company. What do you like to do in the future? What would you like to do in the future? In the future, I would like to be more in management because I have the skills now to easily complete my position and do it very well. So I want to take a more managerial role and then pass on the skills and the knowledge that I've learned over all of these years to my subordinates, to the people who work in my team. That way I can be kind of a mentor as well as a boss. I want to help the next generation of people be better than who they are. What do you do in your free time? I am an outdoor type person. I like to be around nature and the sounds and the wind, feel the clean air in my lungs. I like to run in the mountains, so I like the challenge of that. Ooh, see, challenge is a good word. I like the challenge of that. It gives me something to force myself to overcome. And I like to do it daily. That way I always have a constant reminder that I need to keep working hard. I need to keep attacking my goals. And that's something I really like to do. I also enjoy photography. I like to go out and capture moments in time. I like to try and be creative with light and capturing a scene that truly shows what's real about an area. I find that fascinating. Are you qualified for this position? I am absolutely qualified for this position. I'm actually a little overqualified, but not that that's a problem. I'm actually looking forward to revisiting the foundations of what made me good at this position and becoming even better. That's why I am qualified for this position. I can do everything here, but I'm also excited for the opportunity to revisit this part of my ability and make it even better. How well do you work with other people? I grew up in the community aspect of familiarity, so I like to work well with other people in that they become an extension of my family. They're not quite friends. I treat them more than colleagues, though. They're not really direct friends, but they're more than just they're more than just coworkers. So when I work with people, I like to engage with them. I like to understand who they are. I like to help them out. I like to be closer than just someone who works next to them. I want to understand who they are as a person and know their ambitions and their goals. So because I do this, it tends to work out well that we all have a very good relationship. And because of the good relationship, more things get done. Our team is more productive. What is a good working environment for you? The best type of working environment is one in which I have two things. One, there are clear rules defined for what is expected of my position. And two, there is the option to enhance what is expected with my own creativity. That is the perfect environment for me. One, I know exactly what is expected, and the other, I'm allowed to add even more. I'm allowed to take ownership of what I'm working on and make it better, improve upon something. So that is the perfect type of environment for me. One where I can be free to do the extra creativity when it comes to me. And that's so good for my mental health. Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. I really enjoyed this meeting too, and I can tell that we share similar ideas, and yeah, I think this is a very good match for me, definitely. I appreciate that, sir. I look forward to hearing more from you and coming back and working alongside of you. Thank you very much. And that's kind of how I would answer it. There's give and take when you do an interview. It has to be for who you are as a person. But if I could give you a really big tip is be honest. Be honest with the interviewer about who you are. And yes, keywords and high profile phrases are good to throw in once in a while. But think of those as like salt. Salt is delicious, but if you have too much, it becomes horrible. So throw in those keywords and these idioms and these ideas that are high value, just like salt. A little here, a little there. The rest of it is being honest about who you are, what you expect, what you want from the position, and also reading the body language of the person who's interviewing you. Pay attention to how they react to what you say, right? Do they have oh, that wasn't a good answer, or they lean back, they open up, right? Their body opens up. That was a good answer. If they come forward, it's either two things. One, they're closing off, or they're becoming more close to you. They're trying to kind of be conspiratorial, kind of secrets or sharing, right? But it could also be like, this is closed. I'm not open to what you're saying. I'm listening, but you're not telling me something I want to hear. Pay attention to body language, and when you see the body language change, immediately realize that what I just said was either good or bad. If it was bad, don't do that again, right? You want to try and paint the best picture of yourself being honest, but also pay attention to the body language, the cues, the raised eyebrows or the way they close their mouth and they look at you. It's the same in any language, basically. So pay attention to that, and that will develop your ability to answer questions much easier. I know it sounds crazy. I have to listen to tone. I have to watch body language. I have to change my answers if their body language changes. Well, that's the point of an interview. The point of the interview is to see how well you can work, how well you can observe, how well you can change and adapt to a situation. And I honestly think that the more we continue to practice with these answers, and the more we continue to use these patterns, that comfort, that confidence that you have answering my questions from all of these lessons will equal a good performance in an interview. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, because I honestly did. This is something that many people find scary. Interviews are scary. And then everyone has the same reaction when a good interview is over. It's, oh, yes. I did it. And there's this big relief And the thing is be confident in who you are and in your ability to speak. Confidence is what holds back most English speakers who English is their second language. It's that confidence. I'm not good enough. You have to believe that you are good enough and keep practicing, and slowly you will believe in your ability. Because I believe in your ability. I know you can do this. And that's why we keep working together. So if you like this lesson, hit that like button. And if you're new, welcome, subscribe. It's free. Really, it's free. I don't want anything. Well, I do want a new computer. That would be amazing because mine is dying. But these lessons are all free. I'm just joking. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Bye.